If Hank hadn't been around when the police showed up multiple times, this whole thing probably would have been shut down much earlier. If it had just been Johnny, trust me, it would have ended quickly. Getting to this point is already a mess, and it could get worse, especially if Hanky Poo ends up in trouble. Because if he does, he's out. No house. No home. Now let's talk comparisons. Who's worse, Ramsey or Hank? Most people say Ramsey, but let's not pretend Hank's record is clean either. He's done his fair share of damage. So the real question is, where is Hank Yoo? Why is no one talking about him? Right now, all eyes are on Johnny Somali. His new trial is approaching fast. Updates are dropping daily. Social media is lighting up with memes, reactions, and news about him. But again, where is Hank Yoo? He played just as big a role in the chaos. Some even argue worse. Yet while Johnny's name dominates headlines, Hank has gone radio silent. No streams, no tweets, no sightings, just gone. Why would that be? Because Hank Yoo is hiding. That's right. This is the same guy banned from entering the U.S., who nearly stirred up diplomatic tension with South Korea, his own country. And now he's vanished. What's the reason behind that? Some people believe he's hiding not just from the public, but also from Johnny himself. They were always seen together. Now Hank's disappeared like he never existed. Even on Discord, users are reporting Hank's accounts for sharing disturbing and shady material. It's like he's wiping himself off the internet. And have you seen the memes? Like that Coldplay Kiss Cam one with Johnny and Hank? People aren't dumb. They know those two were way too close, which makes things even more bizarre. What is Hank Yoo actually up to? Let's not pretend he was just a sidekick. Hank was right next to Johnny through all the harassment, the chaos, the blatant disrespect. Yet only Johnny is facing legal action. How is it fair that Hank walks away untouched while Johnny shoulders the consequences for both of them? And remember that clip where Johnny asked Hank how he was surviving, and Hank replied with that weird gay shift comment. Johnny: "Hey, how you doing, sir?" "What do you do for a living?" Hank: "I do gay for a living." "What's up?" "I'm a thug hunter." Johnny: "Thug. There's some thugs over there." Hank: "There's some thugs over there." That raised a lot of questions about Hank's lifestyle and choices. Even Legal Mindset warned viewers about Hank Yoo, saying he clearly had a criminal mindset and legal trouble could be coming his way. I wouldn't be surprised if R.I. started drinking his own goon juice, like he's Christian. I mean, there would be so dreadful. Well, he might be very soon, especially if Hanky Poo gets in trouble. Because if he does, he's kicked out of house and home. And here's a minor update before we go deeper into Hank. He's now crossing lines that could potentially be criminal, and I completely agree with Legal Mindset. Hank Yoo has openly admitted he doesn't want to serve in South Korea's military, yet he keeps collecting benefits from the country. But what has he done for South Korea? Nothing. If anything, he's damaging the country's image and reputation. So if Korean authorities don't hold him accountable, what kind of message does that send? That's a total failure of justice. So, again, why isn't Hank being investigated like Johnny is? He wasn't some quiet side character. He literally acted like Johnny's lawyer, always defending him online, claiming he could help him dodge legal consequences, acting like some self-appointed legal expert. Johnny: "You're my designated legal guardian, right?" Hank: "Yes. He's been to the immigration offices many times with me, so if I do go on the run or jump the DMZ, jump the border and disappear, this is actually my legal. He's my official legal guardian in Korea, so I'm legally defending Johnny, kind of. So, I guess I'm Jewish too. And now he's nowhere, hiding in the shadows. Is Johnny Somali really gonna get away with this? Let's get back to Johnny. He's been bragging that his lawyer told him everything would be fine, that the case isn't strong and he's in the clear. Johnny: "We haven't done it. You know, we got some good news from the lawyer this week, so we might as well celebrate. And we're gonna shoot some guns. Thank you, guys." Other voice: "You're getting charged for at least 5 years. Johnny: "We'll see. The people that want me charged have done a lot worse than me, guys. Thank you, JJG, but let's be honest. His legal team, not exactly bulletproof. So if he thinks he's walking away from this untouched, he might be celebrating too early. Personally, I think he's just being cocky again. People keep showing him the deep fake videos, the memes of him and Hank kissing, and he brushes them off like they're a joke. They're not. Music. Music. No more excuses. Even if Johnny gets what's coming to him, what about Hank? Hank. You needs to face consequences, too. Let's not forget who Hank really is. This is the guy who publicly cursed out his own family. The same family that supported him his whole life. Hank. My paternal family, they're a bunch of fake ass. My maternal family are ass. Them. You know, I only care about their inheritance. Them. I hope they die. Seriously, he actually said that. He cursed the very people who raised and supported him. When it's his turn to step up, return the favor, show respect, what does he do? He wishes them dead. That's one of the most disgusting things I've heard from Hank. And that's saying something. I always say, don't be surprised when Hank gets caught in another scandal. But even this shocked me. How much more disrespectful can a person get? That alone shows what kind of person Hank Yoo is. He's shady, he's toxic, and he's dangerous. And if he escapes punishment while Johnny takes the entire fall, that's not justice. That's a cover-up. So people are asking, why did Hank even let Johnny live with him? Was it really friendship or something else? Well, Hank finally explained everything in a recent video. He revealed why he kept Johnny in his home, what he gained from it, and why he was willing to throw away his own family and reputation for this guy. So what exactly did Hank see in Johnny Somali? What was the benefit? Let's take a look. Hank, I'm only going to put my hands on you in a very sexual manner. This is great. Just look at that. The creepy laugh. And Johnny, you can see it in his face. He's starting to realize this might be the night he's done for. When these two pull stunts like this and laugh it off, it's clear who they really are. And if the public in South Korea has forgotten Hank's actions, let this be your reminder. This man caused real harm. He acted without remorse, and he even disrespected South Korea, claiming the country should have never become independent. Yes, he really said this. Hank, I had to care about Korean politics because I live here, right? I'm a centrist. What they call cha, right? Because you know why. Because I think both leftists and right-wingers are, Korea should not be independent of either China or America. Because Korea will be poor, as you know. So Korea cannot afford to make either America or China its enemy. Korea is best by maintaining military alliance with America and economic cooperation with China. Yeah. So therefore, I'm a centrist. Honestly, both Johnny Somali and Hank Yoo need to be held accountable. It shouldn't just be Johnny. They were both in this together. Neither one should escape. So what's your take on this? Does Hank Yoo deserve legal consequences, or is he going to get away with it again? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. More wild updates are coming soon.